Hello and welcome to our fifth segment on the babysitting course. We're really excited to be here again. Thank you for all the comments and suggestions. We're so excited that everybody's really enjoying this. So so Molly's not here. I'm not quite sure where she is, but we're going to do interviews today so that way you can see some of the good things and not so good things to do and how to conduct an interview. So we'll get started as soon as she's here.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Thanks for joining us a few minutes late. But so tell me, you're here to interview for a position babysitting my kiddos, right?
Yep.
All right. Well, I have two kids. I have an infant and a 3-year-old that I need somebody for. So what kind of experience do you have?
Actually, I don't have any experience. I'm usually around 5 to 8-year-olds. I babysat for a 3-year-old once, but that was it. So.
Okay. So I need someone for about 3 hours, like 1 o'clock in the afternoon to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It'll include nap time and snack. So, let's see, for nap time first, what kind of experience do you have, revolving nap time?
So you just, really what you would just do is just put him in bed, tell him to go to sleep, and then just close the door and walk away. Yeah, simple.
That's simple. How about snack? What kind of experience do you have with snack?
I really like snacks. I like them.
Okay, I mean the kids that you're babysitting for, not you.
I don't know.
Have you, well, my infant is still bottle fed. Do you have an experience with bottle feeding?
I don't drink out of bottles. I usually prefer cans.
Okay. Lastly, what kind of structured activities do you like to do?
Usually I just give them electronics. You just turn on the TV, have them.
All right. Well, it's been great meeting you. We'll be in touch. Bye.
Bye.
Oh my gosh! So many things were bad there. Good job, Molly. I appreciate that. That was a little out of the norm
Good bad
for you.
acting.
Yeah. So let's break this down a little bit. What were things that you did that were not professional at all?
I arrived late. I had barely any eye contact.
Yeah.
I had no experience.
Well, and with that, not only did you not have experience, which in itself is not a bad thing, you have to start somewhere. So, but there was no communication or conversation around that. It was just, no, I don't have experience with an infant. Not, I'd love to get some. Can I meet with you before? No, just ended. No, I don't have experience. So, keep that conversation going for those that don't have the experience yet. Okay, what else?
I focused on myself. I didn't have any planned activities. I was just gonna give them electronic, which yeah, don't do that. Like we said in one of our other videos, don't do that. I really just focused on electronics, nothing else. I focused on myself, on my children.
I loved when I asked you if you have bottle experience, and you were like, I drink out of a can. What is that? Don't answer that in an interview.
You will not get the job.
It was really hard not to start laughing during that role play.
Yeah. It was.
Yeah.
For me and for her, we can both speak for each other.
And I love snacks. Okay, we get it. Snacks are important. However, the focus here is on the child, not your snacking ability. Everybody knows when you hire a babysitter, you're opening your cabinet to the babysitter to eat whatever they want. So keep that in mind. But when you're interviewing, focus on the children, not yourself.
It's the main focus. Don't focus on yourself. That will get you nowhere.
Yeah. So, phenomenal job. Good job. All right. So now I'm going to ask you to leave again.
Okay, bye.
All right. So we're going to try this again, except this time she's going to be I can't say a better actor because she did a good job, but we're going to do the professional way, how to interview. The other one was obviously the how not to interview. So this is the how to interview. So we're just going to get started here as soon as she's ready. Oh, hi, you're early.
Yes, I am.
Awesome. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So, I have a need for someone to watch my kiddos. I've got 2 of them, an infant and a 3-year-old. Tell me a little bit about your experience.
So I'm usually around 5 to 8-year-olds, and
Okay.
I was a mother's helper for a 3-year-old ones for an
Okay.
hour. I don't have that much experience, but is it okay if I can visit before the actual job? That way I can have some experience.
That's a great idea. I would really like that because then my kiddos can get to know you as well, and I can kind of show you the house and kind of show you our routine. So that's a great suggestion. Awesome, Molly. So I'm looking for someone for about 3 hours, so from 1 to 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and that in our daily routine would fit into nap time and snack time. So what's your experience with putting kids down for nap time?
So I know that every kid is different, and some are easy to work with and some are. So what is your routine for nap time?
That's a great question. So my infant, you gotta swaddle her, you gotta rock her, sing to her, and usually when she starts to go down, you can just lay her down and just keep an eye on her, and we have the monitor right there, and I'll go through that whole routine. My 3-year-old, however, usually it's 3-4 stories, a glass of water, and some music on, and sometimes she naps and sometimes she doesn't, but rest time is just as important. So nice and quiet in the house. Obviously you're not going to be napping, but being aware and being close by for either one of those kiddos that they need. So yeah, that's our routine. Awesome. So snack time. What kind of experience do you have involving snack preparation?
So I actually have a quick question before that.
Okay.
Do any of the kids have allergies at all?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. Yes. So obviously the infant is still bottle feeding, but she's allergic to, we have to use a soy formula. And then my 3-year-old, though she's not allergic to anything, she despises peanut butter.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, I'm really glad you asked about that because snack can't have anything to do with peanut butter. So,
Okay.
So what kind of structured activities?
So, usually I would do hide and seek, make music, because I am actually in a band.
Oh,
If the weather...
like a rock band?
No, actually,
okay.
like, chorus and band is what I do.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, and if the weather holds up, I usually love going outside. It's...
Oh, okay.
Sad word this. The energy that they have, it's like it's hard to contain.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Sibling of 3, it's kind of
Oh, okay. So you've
older
got younger
sibling.
siblings as well.
Yes.
Oh, great.
So getting outside, it's just so much easier. It helps a lot.
It does. I agree. Awesome. Well, Molly, I'm really excited to have you come and work with us. So let's schedule something later this week. A couple of times you can come over and kind of help me with the nap time routine and all that. And I'll show you a few things with my little infant, and we'll go from there. And I'm so excited to have you on as our babysitter. It's very nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yay!
I'm back again.
Nailed
After like 2
it.
seconds.
All right. So, good interview. What are the professional things she did?
I arrived early. I completely made eye contact.
Yes.
I didn't have experience, but I I offered to learn about that babysitting.
Yep. You started the conversation of building that trust and that relationship and your willingness to get more experience. I think that was a great way to word it. Good job.
Yeah.
What else?
I asked for the routine that that the house structure has. I asked if there was any allergies because, like I said, every kid is different. It's not like, oh, nobody has allergies. It's just simple. And then you give them something and they break out in hives, and because you didn't know and they didn't bring it up.
I want to point out something really important that you did. So as I'm interviewing her for the babysitting position, did you notice that she interviewed me? So the same time, it was a very flowing conversation, but she could get information because she needed to know. So tell me about your routine for nap time. Tell me about your children's allergies. These are all really important questions, and you did a great job of answering my question, but also flipping it around to interview me as well, because that's really important as a babysittee or babysitter, the one doing the babysitting. Not every job, just because I'm interviewing you for the position, doesn't mean that you want me. So if I'm calling you or I'm interviewing you and asking you, can you do this job for me? At the same time, if I'm like, oh, I've got 8 kids and they're all infants, you can be like, I'm busy that day forever. Really take the opportunity to ask. This is also a good opportunity for you to ask me maybe about pets or things like that. So you know, especially if you have an allergy or an aversion to a particular animal, this interview process is when you're going to ask that. That could also be the opportunity if you waited until, because you're getting more experience from me, and that first time you came over and you saw the house, that could be where that conversation comes in and be like, oh, I left my dogs outside. And you can be like, oh, you have dogs? I don't like dogs. And maybe that's where we make an arrangement where I always leave the dogs outside if you're going to be there, something like that. So, but at least that opens up the conversation. So let's talk about the structured activity time. What was different about this interview as opposed to the last interview?
I didn't focus on electronics. I made no comment about it at all. I was focusing on their energy, and because young children have a lot of energy, and they like to play. Most of them like to play. So getting outside and just trying to release that energy out of them. That way.
Yes. And as a parent, I feel ya. Kids have a lot of energy. I think all the parents right now are going, oh, do they ever? So this is great that you are building on that relationship as parent to babysitter, kind of creating that common bond. Listen, if I can take them out during the day and really burn some energy and do all the things that you know are important, but maybe as a parent I don't have the time to do, now we're helping each other, and that's super awesome. I want a babysitter who has a great relationship with my kids. I can speak firsthand that the girls I babysat for when I was young and babysitting, their sisters, awesome girls, they have babysat for her. And it's so cool to see the things that I did with them as the babysitters that they do with Molly as a babysitter. And they're part of my family. I love them. And it's pretty awesome. So definitely this is someone who you're bringing into your family and is helping you raise your kiddos. So yeah, much love to all of the babysitters, especially daycare providers. You are amazing. We're not going into that section because that's a whole nother thing, but babysitting, it's good stuff. So overall, how did you feel between the two interviews? What felt more comfortable to you?
The good interview was really easy because being open and asking questions about what the job might be with, or what it's without. But the bad interview, that was actually pretty difficult because I didn't want to smile. I didn't want to make any eye contact. I obviously had to look over every once in a while because it was really hard. But it's so much easier to be, yes, you might have to arrive a little earlier, but when, trying to think how to word this,
it's your natural side, right?
yeah, like, it's good to be better.
Yeah, it's just be yourself. That's the best way we can do it. Keep in mind the good professional things that you need to do, but your personality has to shine through. So when it comes to structured activities, if you're a creative person, Molly integrated the music and chorus because that's what she does. So of course she's going to pull that into her babysitting skills. If you are an artist, bring art projects with you. Share your own personal talents and skills with the family. So that allows the parent to get to know you as a person. So definitely be yourself. Just be as professional as possible, and you'll nail the interview. So we're going to stop here, and the next video we're going to talk about what to do before the babysitting job, during the babysitting job, and after the babysitting job. So hold tight.
Peace out, Girl Scout.